Hello, welcome or welcome back to Erin Flow. I'm Erin. I'm so happy you're here. Today we have a flow for when you want to embrace discomfort. So whenever you're ready, you can join me on the mat and we're going to start in a comfortable seat. So although I said today we're going to be embracing discomfort, we still want to have a little bit of comfortability. So find a spot, a seat that feels comfortable. So either sitting cross-legged, you could be in child's pose, you can be lying on your back. Once you arrive, go ahead and roll the shoulder blades up, back, and down, allowing the shoulders to melt away from the ears. Go ahead and soften your gaze, maybe close the eyes. Starting to deepen your breath. Inhale, imagine that you have a balloon that you're inflating in the belly. Exhale, drawing the breath in towards the spine. Inhale like you're inflating a balloon, feeling the belly expand. Exhale to release. We'll breathe here for a few more rounds. Deepening your inhales, deepening your exhales. This idea of embracing discomfort was on my mind recently. I've refound the quote by the wonderful figure skater, Elisa Leo. And I love this quote by her, because it kind of reframes how we think about struggling. She said, "I love struggling, actually. It makes me feel alive." I find this so interesting because I think most of the time we try to run away from our problems. We don't want to handle them. Maybe even sitting here right now is a struggle for you. Maybe you don't want to close your eyes. Sometimes it's hard to even sit by ourselves, sitting alone, sitting with the mind. But for this practice today, I invite you to welcome discomfort, to welcome whatever challenges are presented to you. Whether that's just trying to be here presently, trying to bring your mind back to where you are, or trying to do a pose that you might not love. Taking one more big breath. Slowly blinking the eyes open if they weren't already. Inhale, we'll reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, dropping the left hand down, reaching the right arm up and overhead. Nice, dropping it back down. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale, dropping the right hand, left arm reaches up and over. Awesome, dropping it back down, arms reaching up one more time, big breath in. Exhale, walking the fingertips all the way out, allowing the chest to melt down towards the floor. Lovely. Slowly we'll walk the fingertips back and then making our way into a tabletop. So wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Dropping the belly, we'll breathe in as we look up to the sky in our cow. Exhale, curving through the spine, pressing the hands away from the mat. Moving like this a few more breaths, moving at your own breath. So inhale to drop the belly, looking up. Exhale, pressing away, tucking the chin in towards the chest. One more time. Nice. And then we'll tuck the toes, press our legs all the way up, making our way into a down dog. You can pedal out the feet here. Inhale to lift the right leg. Exhale, bend through the knee, curving through the spine. Step it in between the hands. Inhale to reach the arms up, nice and tall in our high lunge. Exhale, opening up warrior two. Bend a little deeper into your front knee. Dropping your left hand to the back knee. Inhale, reaching up, peaceful warrior. Exhale, coming forward, right elbow to right knee, reaching your left arm up and over. Nice. We'll straighten through our front leg, shifting towards the back, bend deeply into your left knee as our right toes point up to the sky, coming into Skandasana. Hands can be down at the mat or together in heart center. Woo. Slowly walking your way up to the front, bending a lot into this front leg. We'll drop the right hand by the ankle, pressing our left leg up. No worries about how high it gets. Just see if you can keep your legs straight. Slowly bending back into your front leg, we'll see if we can reach our left foot up, really grounding into the bottom feet to stabilize ourselves here. Nice. From here, we'll wrap the left leg around the right. If this doesn't feel comfortable, we can rest our left foot right around the right ankle. See wherever you are if you can sink even deeper. Hands can be pressed together or right arm reaches right around the left. Going even lower here. And then either keeping the arms in a bind or out. We'll unravel the leg and start to kick it back, flexing the toes as we come into this warrior three, and then drop the toesies down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twisting to the right. Dropping right hand down, reaching your left arm up. Exhale, coming forward, left elbow right outside the right knee, right hand stacks on top. Nice, looking up a little more, see if you can deepen into this twist. And then stepping your left foot in, coming into a chair for a moment, sink a little lower. Nice. Walk the toesies out, heels come in, sink all the way down, coming into your Malasana. Taking a second to breathe, even though you should be breathing this whole time, hopefully. Dropping the hands to the mat, we'll walk the feet out, extending through the legs, down dog, pressing the chest closer towards the thighs, really lengthening through the spine here. Inhale to lift your left leg. Exhale, bending through the knee, step it in between the hands. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twisting to reach into your warrior two. And then we'll drop the right hand to the back leg, reaching your left arm up and over, peaceful warrior. Exhale, coming forward, dropping the left elbow down, reaching your right arm up and over. Starting to lengthen through your front leg, straightening into this leg as we send our hips to the back of the mat. Coming into your Skandasana, hands can be pressed together or down. You can come a little higher up if this is uncomfortable. Slowly walking our way back. So we don't want to be too uncomfortable. If this is hurting, we definitely don't want that. Just seeing if we can find a balance between the discomfort and the ease. Making our way into our half moon, left hand pressing into the mat, kicking your right leg up. Slowly start to come up as you sink the toesies into the mat. Seeing if you can ground your way in here. Reaching your right knee closer towards the chest, and then crossing the right leg over the left. If you did so on the other side, you can find a different base, hooking your right foot around the left ankle. Sink a little lower here for one more breath. We can have eagle arms crossing left around the right, or hands can be pressed in prayer. Slowly unraveling the right leg, we'll start to send it back, flexing through the toes, and then dropping it down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, opening to a twist. Dropping your left hand to the back leg, reaching your right arm up, and then sending it forward, right elbow right outside the left ankle, stacking your left hand on top of the right. From here, seeing if we can step our right foot in, and then sink a little lower into your chair. We'll hold here for one more breath. It might not feel fun, but just imagine that you're sinking into a really comfortable chair. It could be velvet with nice armrests. It could be a porta potty. Maybe that's what you're doing. I don't know, whatever you want to do. And then we'll bring the toes out, heels in, sink all the way down, coming into your malasana. So we've gone from porta potty to squatty potty. Just kidding. And then dropping the hands down, walking the feet back. Inhale to reach your right leg up. Exhale, bend through the knee, and then drop it all the way down. We'll plant our right hand down, reaching our left arm up as we pivot and extend through our left leg. So now keeping our left arm straight up over the head, we'll see if we can press through our right hand as we extend through our right leg, pressing the hips up. Big breath in our fallen triangle. Exhale to drop it down, opening up to an L shape. We're gonna close this L as we swing our right leg in, bending in through the legs, and then just testing the waters here. As you arrive in your boat, see what feels good. You can lift one leg, then the other. You can have your hands down, anchoring you. See what feels good. If the waters are feeling a little choppy, feel free to bring the feet down or the arms down, but see if you can embrace whatever waters you have going on. Just row a little more, find a better spot, and then we can just keep going. Awesome. Drop the legs, bringing them back out to the L shape. We'll windmill the right hand back around, pressing back up into our fallen star, and then pressing left hand back, sending it back to your down dog. Pedal it out here for a moment. Inhale to lift the left leg, and then bend through the knee, pressing it all the way up and dropping it down. Opening up here for a moment in our little mini gate, and then pressing through the left hand as we extend the left leg out. Open up a little more, opening up through the hips, and then dropping it down on your exhale. Once we're in our L shape, we're gonna close it, bringing the legs together, bringing the feet in, bending in through the knees. We'll see how the waters are on this side now. So see if you can bring one foot up, maybe both, maybe extending, maybe not. Hold and breathe here for one more breath. Really challenging yourself to hold. If you want to challenge yourself more, maybe seeing if you can lower the chest down. Nice. Extending the legs back out. We'll windmill left hand down and then press the hips up. Dropping our right hand, we'll re-square the hips back to our down dog. Paddle it out for a moment. Take a big breath here. Nice. Walking the feet in, we're gonna walk the hands in as we sink here into a bit of a malasana. So now we're at the center of our mat. Once we're here, we're gonna have a bit of play. If you're not in the mood for play, you don't want any challenge today, stay in your malasana with the toes wide, the heels in, hands pressed together. We can even sit on a block or a pillow here. But if you're in the mood for a challenge and you do want to embrace this discomfort, see if you can bring your knees right under the upper arms. We'll press the hands in front of us, and then we'll start to rise up. So rising up through the toes, our heels are lifted. See if you can rise up, drawing the knees closer to the armpits, and then rocking forward. So as we're shifting forward, our elbows are very bent and we're looking forward, not back. We're not looking in the past, we're looking right ahead. So we're gonna see if we can shift the legs up and then shift our heart forward. If we're shifting forward, maybe we'll play with lifting a leg, maybe both. Whatever is going on, no worries, whatever is happening, let it happen. If you're falling, that's great. If you're shaken, that's also great. Allow yourself to play for one more moment or fall. And then we'll sink back down, whether you're done playing or not. Go ahead and drop onto the belly, not the belly, Just kidding. Dropping down to a seat, we'll extend through the legs and then lower down to the back. Once you arrive onto the back, allow the arms to splay out, the toes to splay out, arriving in a Shavasana. If there's anything that your body is asking for before you arrive into rest, feel free to do so. Whether that's a supine twist or a happy baby, rocking of the knees, feel free to do that. Whenever we are ready, we'll extend through the legs, allowing the body to fully relax, to fully melt into the mat. Allow the belly to relax, breathing naturally here. Notice if there's any tension in the face muscles. See if you can soften through your jaw, softening through the eyes, through the space between the eyebrows. Allow the eyes to close if that feels safe. As we breathe here, I want you to think about the idea of struggling. Ask yourself if there's anything currently that you might be struggling through. Often we view struggling or mistakes as being weak, as being vulnerable, but there's so much power and strength in not only being vulnerable but making mistakes, because that's where we grow, and growth is so awesome. Starting to bring movement back into the fingertips and the toes, maybe taking a full body stretch. And then when you're ready, we'll bend into the knees, making our way back to a seat, however you'd like. Pressing the palms of the hands together, we'll bring the thumbs right next to the chest, pressing against heart center. Taking a full breath in through the nose, releasing it out through the mouth. Nice big sigh. One more time like that, full breath in, full breath out. We'll bow the head to the hands. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for your time and your energy. I invite you to make some mistakes this week and not be ashamed of them. Namaste.